Ooh.
Oh, that's slick.
That was
That's
cool.
slick.
Nice.
That is slick
Hey,
and professional.
all y'all in chat, did you catch that? Did you see that?
You did,
I
yeah.
never have to stream up.
Well-
I should.
Well,
I don't
you know what?
Jack, I'm gonna need you to get with it. Get your head in the game. Anyway,
All right, Mom.
yeah, that stinger was put together by, Church. He's just doing so much for the channel these days. He's just really flying high with the music and the stinger, the cutaway there. If you saw it, it's pretty good. We like it. But anyway, we're back. This was like 2 weeks in a row. Never happened before. Until today.
It never will happen again.
And it will never, ever happen again.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Chance, don't
Chance.
tag me in shit while I'm streaming, okay? Sorry. Some people, they just don't know the rules. I'm kidding. What am I saying? Things.
I don't know. You tell me.
Let me tell you. This is the finale of Kids on Bikes with this group. Like we have said before, this new one-shot schedule is we get a whole month of gameplay, and we're coming to the close of June, and that will be the end of our time together with Kids on Bikes, but probably not the end with these fine people as characters on the channel, I would imagine. Just this story is gonna sunset and go away for a while. So with that said, buckle up because we got some creatures to capture. But before we get there, let's talk about where we're at, who we are. We are Neon Lich Studios, formerly Featherfall Tabletop. You'll see them in chat there, hanging around. But yeah, so we made that switch a while ago. You know all that. If you want to hear a detailed story, join our Discord. We'll talk about it in there. But anyways, we're moving on from that. To quote a band I heard on the oldie station, I don't want no scrub. You son of a bitch. That is an oldie. Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm being infiltrated. Perfect timing.
Children.
Hi.
For those of you who haven't been with us before, there's always a disclaimer on like everything, because it totally goes off the rails. Not everything is intended for all users above all ages. So, yeah.
I don't know if I believe that. We've never gone off
It's
the rails.
true.
We have never gone off the rails.
No,
Okay.
we're very professional.
She whispered the whole way down here.
Hey, I just want to say this to you right now while you're streaming. I couldn't have done this 5 minutes
Had to be
before.
done now.
Let me come up right now while you're streaming. Is that cool? Is it cool? Yeah. That's what my kid did. I had to
Kids,
turn
man.
my camera off as we go live. She walks up here. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
All right.
Kids are great.
We have a sponsor out there. There's a Skull Splitter link somewhere that you can use code Featherfall at checkout and save yourself 10% on some new dice. So do that. Just do it. Okay.
Where the
Right on
link
it.
is.
What else do we got going on the channel? Sorry, it was a long travel day yesterday, and I'm not quite mentally back yet. Wasn't prepared. I'm just making excuses. But we have some other things on the channel. We have Cairn and Sigil Confidential coming up on Saturday. I don't know which one it is, so I just say them both. That's coming up Saturday. Next Thursday is going to be Gamma World. Same DM for both of those games. You're gonna see Church DMing a lot. He's coming back. He's coming out with the Gamma World. That group is all they've spent all of June prepping and learning the system and making characters and having a good time in there. So they are ready to show you what they've been working on and the hard work that they've been doing behind the scenes. So that'll be a fun set of July one-shots. And while that is streaming, prepping will be Lord of Chance's game, which we have not filled yet. The sign-up sheet for that is coming out sometime at the end of this week, early next week. That will be the Star Trek system. So if you're into that and want to sign up there, again, join the Discord and let us know. You'll see the sign-ups in the looking for players. I can't remember what the channel title is called, but it's a 2D20 system like Chance said there. So that'll be fun. And then they'll play in August. And in August, Bob's going to be prepping the zombie infestation game. Yeah. So we'll have signups for that coming in August. And then they'll play in September.
Yeah, that's a Featherfall original. So we're making it and doing it.
Neon
It's going to
Lich.
be a 2d6 system. Yeah, sorry. What's the fucking... What an idiot. No, it is a Neon Lich original.
And then in
Yeah,
September,
high school name.
I will be prepping this. Look at that. Got a new game. Blades in the Dark. So I will be prepping that for my next round of one-shots. Coming up in October. So there we go. That's all the stuff. Oh, Wednesdays we have the Wild West game. Weird West, Out of the Abyss. Internet issues canceled that game yesterday. I wasn't too sad because I wasn't going to make it. So I was okay with it. But we're gonna pick up next Wednesday and head right into combat. I've heard we got a ghost and goblin that we got to dispatch. So there we are. Any other news?
It is a ghost
Excitement?
and or a goblin.
Yeah, it could be either or. They're hard to tell. It's dark.
Yeah.
Anything else?
YouTube Shorts.
Holy cow! I've been
That's
having
the
so
other
much fun with those. If you haven't, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or if you're like one of the cool kids, check out TikTok. We're on TikTok. Did you know that? I don't know if you knew that, but we're on TikTok under Neon Lich Studios. I haven't got all of the YouTube shorts over there to TikTok yet. YouTube will be the first place for those to be uploaded, so if you want to be first in line, check that out. But TikTok as well. Having a ton of fun creating those little shorts, so check them out and let us know what you think. So there we go. All right.
Make Falling Asleep is a classic.
Yeah, that's a classic. The 96er is a classic. The fucking Shield one from TVJ, it's so good.
Heck yeah.
So check those out. There we go. All right, let's get into a little recap. Episode 1 was y'all coming together and meeting your friend Juniper, who had a very specific task for you to do, and that is to hunt down both a werewolf and what you know as the creature from the Black Lagoon. So you kind of put all that together. And then episode 2 was kind of making the plan. How are you going to get this werewolf dispatched? And you kind of came up with silvered explosives. That's where we ended our session, was creating the silvered explosive and getting ready to enter Valley View Grains, the old abandoned corn mill on the edge of town, on the other side of the cornfield that abuts the house on Poplar Court. I just said that. So that's kind of where we left off. That was a real quick recap. If you want more information, check out in our Discord again. We have fully written ChatGPT recaps for you. So you can check those out. But here we go. I think we're ready. Y'all ready?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. Yeah, I gave the thumbs up. There was just a lot of rumbling outside.
Yeah. Turns out it's just your stomach. You're hungry.
Into your tummy.
Rumbly
Oh, no.
in the tumbly. So
Let's not go back to what we were talking about before.
I'm not even gonna let chat in on what we were talking about before.
No chat.
I'm not
Chat.
gonna say.
We're not going to let it out either. So
Our
Let out a lot of things.
We're gonna
lips-
clench it in real tight for the rest of the session.
Our lips are sealed. Anyway, you were
Our
standing.
lips are sealed was a great reference, by the way. Perfect time reference.
You all are standing, staring at the old mill. Kind of out, there's like a graveled parking lot. You're standing there staring at it. You saw one of the big roll-up doors had one corner of it kind of pushed in with a bloody like claw print on it.
Yeah.
That's where you're at. That's where we left off. Let's pick up right there. What are y'all gonna do?
Are we still in the field or we're on the other side now? We've
Yeah,
made it to the other side?
you've left the field, and then there's like an expansive kind of gravel parking lot where the trucks would come in and do all their stuff. So that's what you're just on the edge of the field in that parking lot. You got probably, I don't know, 30 yards between you and the building still, but you can clearly make out the dent in the roll-up door.
I think Lark's gonna be like as quietly as possible now that they've gotten to the cornfield and kind of look up, but she's gonna like finally kind of breathe. She's petrified, and my great roll sucked last time. So.
Yeah. So that brings up a point where Muse's, or not Muse. Let's use Lark's name. Lark is afraid of cornfields, and Juniper was the one that sort of guided you through there with a helping hand and getting you safely to the other side. So yeah, a sense of relief coming to Lark as you exit that field for sure.
All right. So we're gonna lure him out, and then what are you guys gonna like throw the bomb at it? Do you want me to get him to chase me? I'll get him to chase me.
I think
I'm
it's
wondering.
harder to- Sorry, go ahead.
We don't want to blow you up, so we need to make sure to be able to get you out of there.
Hey, what if we trip him?
How?
Like, has anybody got a rope?
I can check in my backpack.
Shit.
Hold
How many?
I'll go
on.
in. I'll get him to chase me. I'll run. You guys have the rope stretched out across the gravel driveway here. And then as soon as I cross, you pull the rope. And then he'll trip. And then that's when we
Then
throw
I
the bomb at
at
him.
Those of you with
That'll work.
Uh,
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
I think Randy and Theo both have D20s for brains. Right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Pretty
using
smart
that
boys.
as kind of our passive perception measuring stick. So, you two kind of like casing the area. One, Theo, you being the scout, kind of looking around, and Randy, you're the skeptic or the conspiracy theorist. You're also like wanting to figure stuff out. You see a coiled up air compressor hose on the corner of the building opposite of the roll-up door.
It's convenient.
Seems like there might. I'm helping you out. I'm building out the area here. Do you want? I'll take it away. There is no hose.
No! It gets dragged away by like a field mouse.
We have to use uncompressed air now.
Just
My
blow.
rope back in my backpack. Okay, yeah, we could probably use that compressed rope over there and tie it across. Are you good at hurdling? And I look at Craig for that. I feel like it has to be pretty tall, because how big was a werewolf? Like,
I got a sack in our first game by hurdling alignment and then tackling the quarterback. So, yeah.
what does
Can
bags
hurdle.
have to do with this?
What?
What? You got a bag?
I got a
I
sack.
don't know. Yeah.
You don't know what a sack
I don't-
is, dude?
Just show him my backpack.
Not a backpack. Forget it.
Okay. I'm gonna go get the rope, or I'll be back. He's just gonna scuttle off.
All right. So
So
Theo,
if we
working through the
I'm not
gravel.
an idiot, but like, you guys want him to chase or you want him to trip. You said you put it on a timer. I actually don't think it's a good idea if we set this thing off when we're anywhere near it. So don't we have to make him like stand still at a certain moment?
I can set it for however long we need it to. Like, if I start the bomb right now, and I'm doing all this while I'm carrying the rope over, he'll have 2 minutes to run in there, get its attention, we can out trip it, and we can all scatter before the explosion. Or oh no, we can hide behind her shield.
It's like this big.
It's a platter, right?
So you'd be like single file with like
Yeah, it's a silver
in the
like,
front.
Shield help
serving
us.
platter.
It only helps against the wolf, not a bomb.
Oh, I was
Just,
thinking the opposite. It could shield us from shrapnel, but
Just do it on a short fuse. Just like a 2-second fuse. Just like
Making a shorter fuse is
soon as-
assuming all of us can run really quickly.
and we gotta get Craig out of there once it trips. Also,
Maybe. Oh,
Well,
I guess it will take too long to
wait.
dig a
I mean,
hole right now.
how big is this bomb? I mean, we're not talking about a large bomb, right? It's like an M80 or something, isn't it?
It's a
An
it's
M80
like
with a bunch of
in a ravioli can.
Let's take a large
With
knife
some
to
forks
kill
and
you, but
spoons.
If you get hit with it, it's gonna hurt bad.
It's not gonna be great. I don't think it's gonna kill any of us, but yeah, it's pretty dangerous. I'd give this a C+ on the bomb scale.
Do we have any cover? Is there any cover out here?
I look at the
Are you asking me
Yes.
as your?
Is that a mechanics question?
Yeah. So looking around, yeah, there's a couple abandoned trucks with like flatbed trucks around. There's a couple stacks of like pallets. There's some 50-gallon drums kind of strewn about this yard. Like,
Is there like 2 things that I could run between where everyone else could be like hiding on either side to pull the hose?
I think with
Just
enough setup, there's enough stuff. Like you got the barrels, you got the pallets. Maybe you can get a truck in neutral and move it around.
Wait, there's a truck? I missed that you said there's a truck somewhere.
Yeah, there's
I missed
like
the
an
truck
old,
too.
yeah, there's like an old flatbed farm truck. Looks like it's pretty old.
Randy?
Yeah.
I don't bring you around for your looks, Randy. This is where
Oh, last time I
Gotta
gave
be
my input,
smart.
I got punched.
if you
I don't
get
remember
punched
if you
again,
You called me-
I'll punch him twice.
You called me dumb.
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits.
That wasn't
Craig.
input. That was just being a jerk.
Oh, no. I remember I said we could dangle you and then pull you up when the thing came, and then we could have Theo throw the bomb.
Boom.
Yeah, but that's not why I punched you. I punched you because you called me dumb.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I remember. I remember the feeling all too well, Craig.
Are we doing this now while there's a vicious werewolf like right on the other side of that door?
All right.
Coming
You
up
two
with a plan.
brainiacs come up with a plan.
Yeah, we're trying.
I'll just guard the doorway.
So there's
So I'm just gonna pull out.
there's a
I'm gonna pull
roll-up
out my
door,
baseball bat.
and then there's like a man door, a single door, kind of next to
Man
it.
door.
A man
Here's
door.
the
Is the
door.
truck unlocked? Two sides, is the truck
Mandalorian.
unlocked?
You'd have to go check it out.
'Cause I have a perfect idea. All right, I'm gonna go check out if both doors are unlocked.
They are both unlocked, but all glass has been like smashed out of it. So even if they were locked, you'd be able to reach in. But they are unlocked.
I was hoping like we can open one side of the door, Mick runs through with the werewolf, we close that door, and when Mick gets out the other side, we close that door, throw bomb in, boom, boom, truck.
Yeah, all the
'Cause that
glass has
could
been
work.
broken out.
But all the glass is broken
Yeah.
out.
And you see, like on the
I did
flatbed,
that.
like a bunch of empty beer bottles, beer cans. Like this seems to be maybe a spot that kids might go.
So
I
we throw.
start breaking beer bottles and putting them in the ravioli.
Wait a
can,
minute.
too.
Is there any beer in the beer bottles?
They're all empty.
She's not trying to get drunk.
Now's not the time to party.
That's not what she meant. She was. Never mind.
Putting
We'll
glass
celebrate
shards in
later.
here now.
Oh no.
So what happens if this thing wakes up before we get it back to the house?
Oh yeah, I should stop making noise. I throw a bottle away.
Are we
Oh.
tying it up?
I don't know.
We should use
You do the knots.
compressed rope.
Who does the knots?
I can do knots. I have my knot tying badge.
So
Better
how
not
can you
mention
do
that
the
again.
knots, light the fuse, and all this other stuff? We need to I mean, if you want to do it all yourself and die, fine. But if we actually want to kill something, we might want to separate some jobs.
I would rather do the bomb job because I made this bomb. I'll put some more glass into it. Making bomb. So yeah, but I can. Well, I already brought over the rope. You guys figure out the rope. I have bomb.
So okay, Craig and Lark, this is what we're gonna do. I need you two to move this barrel and pointing to the barrel and make it 10 feet. How long's the hose? Imagine it's more than 10 feet.
Yeah, you got like 25 feet.
So make it about 10 feet from the truck. One of us will stand on the other side of the truck. One of us will hide behind the barrel. Craig runs, and then we pull it tight. Werewolf trips. Theo throws bomb.
Boom.
Then as soon as Theo throws it, we determine if the werewolf's down. If not, we're dead. If so, we tie. Good?
Lark's gonna walk over to Randy and put both hands on his shoulders and be like, "I didn't understand any of that. Just
Lark.
tell me what I need to do."
Lark, Craig, barrel.
Craig's gonna start drawing X's and O's in the dirt to show her how to do it. Look, this is how my coach would draw it up. And he
Just
starts.
tell me what to do with the barrel. What do I do with it?
Okay.
10 feet across from the truck.
All right.
Fine.
I need something to dive behind after I pass the rope though. So I'm gonna drag all the pallets over so that once I pass the kill point,
Okay.
I'm gonna dive behind the pallets,
All right.
and so I don't get blown up too. And I'm gonna put my baseball bat there so that when I dive, when I hear the bomb go off, I'm gonna grab the baseball bat and go back for the werewolf, just in case he's not fully down. I'm gonna put him down.
I like that idea.
That's my part of the plan.
Bomb.
Oh, and I
She's
still got my
trying to
pads
move
on. I
the
got my
barrel.
football pads on.
She's
So-
just trying to move this stupid barrel. It's okay, barrel.
So barrel, rope, bomb, bat, tie.
Bait.
Easy enough. Then we get baked.
What?
That
Do
was- Randy
Peace.
wouldn't say that. All right.
So are you moving?
Moving the
to
barrel.
the door. Or,
We're moving it so that we can hide behind it long enough for Craig to run through it. Then we pull it tight as it runs through it, and it's tight. The werewolf's behind.
and where is
it
this set up
Oh,
in
it's by the truck.
proximity to the warehouse?
It's I don't know where the
Away
truck.
from. Okay,
would
so
be.
the truck is an anchor point, and then 10 feet from the truck is a barrel. You got the rope or the air hose in between. it.
Exactly.
Okay. Where is
Exactly.
Can
everybody?
we run it over?
Well, there's no gas in the.
There's
car-
no way
the
this truck
I
would start. It's basically just a frame at this point. It's
No,
sort
no,
of-
Lark's saying that because she's dumb.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't a me question. That was
We
Lark
could
being
put it. We could put it in neutral. And try to push it. And, oh, but are we on a hill or is this flat plains?
It's pretty flat. This is all farmland over
Oh,
here,
no,
so
no.
it's pretty flat.
Yeah, then never mind. Shit ain't going nowhere.
I think we got a plan.
You got a fucking plan.
Okay.
What do
She
you
just
want
goes
me to
the
do?
barrel.
I think Lori, you help tie, and
Okay.
Do you have something you can hit it with as Craig's hitting it too?
Got the shield.
The shield.
I also
Bash him
have
on
a
the head
bike
with the
lock.
shield.
A bike lock in my backpack.
Yes.
So that's
smack it.
that's like a mace, right? It's you get your little
Fuck
chain
yeah.
with the lock on the end of it. Okay.
That's
He's
my
like
We're
a
gonna
whole
win.
ass
weapon.
knight over here.
We're gonna need. Well, who's holding the rope?
Yeah. So let's get
Oh,
positioned. So
Lori and I can hold the rope.
Craig-
That's it.
Craig's running. Lori and Randy holding rope.
Yeah. What are you laughing about?
We got Lark and we got Theo. Theo, you're going to be the
So
Lark. Lark, you might want to hold the rope too, because he's pretty big.
Which is yeah. She'll just agree to that and go over to the rope because she's like, I don't know what everyone's doing basically.
Because like when his foot catches, it's gonna pull.
What if?
Junie, come help us hold the rope.
So what I'm saying is, what if you tie the rope off to the truck, and then all three of you are on one end?
Okay, great idea.
Great idea, God. Thanks for chiming
It's
in.
Junie. Junie
My name
the
is
He's pretty smart too.
Nipper.
Looks like.
the nippers.
God,
Nippers.
here.
Nips.
Just
What-
have Juniper hold one
She's
end.
strong, isn't she?
No.
And she weighs a lot.
What would you like me to do?
Hold the rope. Be an anchor point. It sounds easy
Right.
enough.
What
All right.
can you do? Can you hurt?
We could have.
I'll hold this end of the rope. You three hold that end.
No, wait. I thought you said we were gonna tie it to the truck and then have us hold the other end.
That's fine too.
That's fine, too.
Okay, and then once we trip it, Juniper, you also start punching it. After explosion happens.
Yeah,
No
so I was-
one punch it before explosion happens.
Yeah, so
This plan's gonna
I don't
work.
want to be in the explosion.
No one does.
So don't get in the explosion.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll hold this end, and she kind of anchors herself next to the truck
We're literally dead.
and holds one end.
100%.
Wait a minute. I thought the truck was anchoring one side and we were all anchoring the other.
Okay, we can do
That's
that.
what I thought too.
All right.
Okay,
Yes,
good. I don't feel
that's
dumb.
what we should do.
Okay.
Okay.
Junie, come here, Junie.
I am not the best at knots.
Junie.
Yes,
Theo,
I'm here.
Theo, not.
I didn't
Girl
know.
Scout
Alright.
Cookie Badge is gonna tie it up. You're gonna come over here with
Okay.
us, Junie,
Okay.
and we're gonna hold it.
Okay.
Me, Randy,
Alright.
and Lori, and you.
All right.
Randy.
Theo, give me a brains roll with a DC of.
It.
I'm gonna up the DC a little bit. One, because you're super smart,
Terrified.
and two, because you're trying to knot a air hose. So the DC is going to be 8 to try to get this
Okay.
tightened.
Okay. You're gonna up the DC now. I got a 19.
Oh,
Because my brains
Yeah,
is
yeah.
20.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, without a doubt, you have that anchored to like the trailer hitch of this
Yeah.
old farm truck. Everybody else is on the other side, anchoring down the rope, and there's slack down, and all you all will have to do is just kind of pull tight.
I have my slingshot. Can I
Where?
slingshot?
Yes.
Junie is gonna be the anchor if Junie is the heaviest. Junie should be at the end of us,
Yes.
Yes.
and then
like-
it should be
like
me.
Junie's the
and then either
heaviest.
you-
Okay.
We couldn't pick her up,
Push in.
remember?
She's
Yeah.
She could
she's
pick
like
her up.
this big.
She's dead.
I can pick her
Muscle,
up.
go pick her
Guys, I
up.
got
Wait.
I can pick her up easy.
She kind of.
So I'm gonna go over
puts her
and I'm
arms
just
out.
gonna
Over.
like pick her up.
Are we really?
All right.
Are we really doing this right now? There's a werewolf on the other side of this wall.
Craig, you can't pick her up.
I can pick her up.
She's like a monument.
He's dense.
All right. So Theo, where are you going to be?
What? Oh. I would either be in throwing distance.
Okay.
I should probably not throw it. I'm not very athletic. I'm just gonna be on like the other side of the rope or nearby,
Okay.
unless you can say yes to this question. Because I have a slingshot, Can I put the bomb in the slingshot and shoot it off?
It's a pretty thick can of.
Don't do that, man.
Yeah, it's pretty
We're all
big
gonna
now
die.
with all.
Why don't you
the
just hide in the
stuff
bed? Just hide in the bed of the truck and just chuck it over the side.
Imagining it
it's
going
so
off
thick.
on release.
So,
Sorry.
from what I
Sure.
remember, is we had a
Sure.
2-minute fuse on there.
Yeah, I can just put it down and light it.
Okay, all right. So
Walk
you're
away.
gonna clip that
Wait,
fuse.
no, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna try to time this at 2 minutes. We gotta
Right.
just
Okay,
cut
so
the,
do we need,
just
like,
cut
10
the
seconds?
fuse. Just trim the fuse to
How
like
long?
2 seconds.
Oh, what? Okay.
10. Let's go with 10.
10.
We're fucking dead.
Yes,
Bro,
I agree
10?
with her.
Give us some room here.
10's a nice number. It's gonna go.
We'll hit him hard enough and we'll have 10 seconds, but 2, we're all gonna die.
I ran a 4.740 at the
No one
beginning of
knows
the
what that
season.
means.
If you
Craig,
put it for
no
10
one
seconds,
cares.
he's
No
gonna
one
be
cares.
40 yards down past the truck by the time it goes off.
Let me ask you a question. Can you outrun a bomb?
Bomb with
If you set it for
glass
10
and
seconds, I
trap.
can.
Okay.
It's gotta
I'll
be
set
like
it for-
Alley oop
2
it to
Okay.
Craig.
We'll just do it to 5. We'll cut it to 5.
Okay.
Can everyone get safety in 5 seconds?
Well, as you guys are having this argument, you see
The werewolf comes
Where
out.
we'll
no,
walk
you
out.
see Juniper is like bringing over another barrel, setting it next to. She's brought over a few pallets, so there's more of
I love
like a
Junie so
shield
much.
that all of you can hide behind. And
She's great.
yeah, she's the best.
Junie is the best.
Yes.
VP.
Okay.
It's a soft J.
Uni for
Actually.
president.
Okay.
All right.
Uni for president.
Are we doing it?
Okay.
It's a uni.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right.
So, go
So-
get him, Craig, and I'm gonna pat him on the back, slap him on the ass or something.
I still don't know
Wow.
where
No, what?
Good team.
I still don't know where
Yeah,
Theo
exactly.
is gonna be.
In
Junie
Theo,
go
In the truck.
You're gonna be in the truck.
Yeah,
Okay, I like it.
yeah, I'll be in the truck. That's a great idea because I can just like.
so good, so good.
Okay.
So we're not okay.
So
We're all
just
gonna die.
just so we got the scene set up, we got the building front.
We got the scenes.
Out from that, we have the truck, we have shielding that you're all hiding behind, and Craig's going to try to run through that alley. You're going to time the rope pull. You're going to time the explosive drop.
Yes.
All right. Everybody's in position. Craig.
It's all just math.
I'm gonna put like that
Let's go.
black stuff on my face like Rambo.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like it. Nobody can see you now. You're camouflaged.
Yeah.
All right. Craig.
Gregory,
A Sith Lord. What are you, a monk?
you're a monk.
Craig,
You're an idiot.
where are you going? You got the roll up door. That half of it or a corner of it is kind of crunched in. You got the man door.
I mean, if we had a map, we could make this a
Man
whole
door
lot
for
easier.
man door.
All right.
I
I'm
think
just
that's
gonna.
a shot to me. That's fine.
Now
Do we
you know
even
how
know
it is.
where the wolf is, or are we just setting this all up without knowing his actual location?
We know he's in the.
He's gonna come out.
Okay.
He's gonna just. I'm gonna go get him, and then
If we build it, he will come.
when you see me coming, be ready.
Ha ha ha.
There it was.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh. Oh, you people.
I know.
You
What do you mean by you people?
That's my line.
Spoke too soon.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Are we ready? Can we just do this?
Yeah. What do you?
All right.
Yep. Tell me what you're
All right.
doing.
If everyone's in position,
Craigers.
I'm gonna go look in the
Okay.
peeled back door, and I'm gonna be like, "Yo, werewolf."
Okay. As you have to, you can kind of crunch down, but with your shoulder pads on, it's hard to like get a good look. You know.
Through the back door. So I gotta go.
Oh my god, I quit. Happy birthday. Gotta go.
Going in through the outdoor. Okay, so you look in there, and You see what is like just like the big mill area. It's just this big open place where they would bring the raw product, right? In the corner of this, what is happening? Am I missing something?
The raw product of the back door.
Raw. It was corn.
Not a gay mill.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's fair then.
In one of the corners,
It's raw
you
stew.
see it's just next to the raw product. You see a bunch of like pallets, seed bags, and like some other debris kind of like mounded. And it's got like a little entrance to it, like it's a fort. But putting it together, you think it's the den of this werewolf. Kind of a makeshift den in the back of this mill. You see a blood streak from the door all the way to this den. On the other side, that man door would go in to like an office area, and you can see some of the like the windows, and there's another man door in there. Okay. What do you do?
Am I a dummy? I don't know what a man door is.
Just like
It's
a
a
normal,
door-
a
it's a
normal
door for
door.
men.
It's like a woman door, but
Yeah.
like the opposite.
It's just it's only
It's a
men.
door. It's a door for men.
It has a knob. The man door has a knob on it.
Can't wait. I felt real dumb.
If you remove the knob.
It's in the
Sorry.
same family as the
It's a little-
manholes. It's great.
Yeah, it's just a regular doorway. Like
For men.
a typical doorway for men.
As opposed to like a garage door kind of pull up thing.
Right.
What the hell is a man door? So,
It wasn't just me.
sorry,
I feel
that's
so
like
much
construction background. We had the big roll up door and then like the man door, right? The people door,
It was
the
The
person
human,
door.
the
Okay.
human person door.
Yes, so I apologize
Human
for that.
We
and
have to
then-
install a doggy door for the werewolf. Okay, I'm
Yes.
done.
On the other side of the man door is a humidor. For what other kind of doors can we have? All right,
I think that's good.
Enough shenanigans. So there's like sort of like a
a-hole.
there's a little office area attached to this warehouse.
Man door.
I'm not going to say man door again. What are you doing, Craig?
I'm yelling at the werewolf. Like, you want a piece of me? I'm like, I saw you running away, beggar the house. Come on, come out of there.
You hear some snarling and like ripping of flesh, cracking of bones from within that den.
I'm gonna turn back to everybody else. No, I'm not.
You didn't even miss a beat. I'm gonna turn back to everybody else. No, I'm not. It was just like
I was gonna yell back. I was gonna yell back. He's not coming, and then I'm like, no, that's dumb because then he'll know that they're there.
Werewolves doing science.
Come on, werewolf. How do I get him to come out? What?
Whistle.
Call him fat. Gotta insult him. Oh yeah, whistle at him. Go dog bone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whistle. I'm gonna do like the coach whistle.
all right.
I can't do it though
Okay.
in real life.
If you tried hard enough, I think you could.
So you push your whistle into the why?
Oh, fuck.
Do I need to wet it first?
You
Do I need to wet my whistle?
you push your wet whistle into the
I hear
warehouse.
you. God.
Fucking A, dude. It's like it's not getting any better.
It's like children hour.
We are
out here.
creating
Come on.
We are creating metaphors, the language of
Enough,
life.
I'm behaving.
With your wet whistle inside the warehouse, you
That's somehow worse. How is that? How is that what you landed on?
doing my best. I don't
we
need
can't
this.
Get anything done.
I'm
we have to
doing my
kill
best.
4
Okay.
creatures. We have to only kill 1 now.
If we take long enough, we don't got to do it.
Yeah,
It's
you
the
know,
assignment.
there's an end point whether you finish or not. All right, so you whistle into the warehouse. I cleaned it
The
up.
man door.
There you go.
Whistle into the man door.
Standing in the man door, you whistle into the warehouse. Sort of echoes through this tinny building. You hear the ripping and gnawing from the den stop. Along with the travel of your whistle,
Come here, boy.
is the scent of your musk. Right? Because it knows you.
Right, because I didn't shower after practice.
Exactly. Out pops that same werewolf head that saw you on the porch.
There you
And
are.
it sort of like scans the area, nose in the air, sniffing around. It sees you. We're gonna have a contested roll here. It's gonna run after you. We're gonna see
Yep, I'm
how
going.
fast Craig is. So
Okay, I mean, I have a head start, right?
you do that. You have about 20 yards.
You said it was the back corner,
Yes.
so
So you have about 20 yards between you and the werewolf.
and so do I see him like start at a dead sprint?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm still outside the door. I didn't go. I didn't.
Yeah. You're kind of leaning down and looking into
Yeah,
the.
I didn't go in.
Okay.
So he has to cross those 20 yards, get through the door, and then catch me before I get to the hose.
Yes. But he's very
Okay.
fast.
Okay, but Craig is convinced that he's gonna make it.
Okay.
But I just wanted like this is a situation where like Craig wasn't like waiting for him to like almost get there and then start running. It was like he was gonna
Immediately.
yeah.
Okay. So you're going to roll flight versus the werewolf's flight.
All right.
So I'm rolling. Here we go. Ooh.
There it is. Yes. I rolled an 11.
Theo. He rolled a 12.
That's really nice. What is your flight? Is it a 12?
It's a D12, yeah.
Oh, almost.
So
I hope you have
close.
adversity
Not good
tokens
enough.
because the werewolf's flight is a D20 and I rolled a 13.
Oh,
So I'm ahead of you by 2.
I sacrifice an adversity token.
This is
I also.
a quick action because he's sort of away and you guys are over there, so he can put in adversity tokens, Craig.
Because I had like planned this for him to start chasing me. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
So you can put him in because you're sort of away from the group. But let me read the result of that roll, and then we'll see if you want to do adversity tokens. The attacker explains how they attack, and the defender narrates what they do to mitigate the harm. The defender is hurt, but only temporarily. Example being like a bullet grazes you, but you're okay. The punch stuns you, but they can shake it off. So it's going to catch up to you pretty quickly with this, but it's like on your heels. So it's not going to quite get to you, but it's real close. Does that make sense? And
Even though I have the head start.
even though you have the head start, it is so fast.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what else is going to happen, and I want you either commit to this
Oh, God.
or
Okay.
to go some adversity tokens.
Can I use 2 adversity tokens to equalize the roll? Right? It was 11 to a 13, right?
Okay. Yep. So
Wait, I don't explode if I go to 12, do I? After you adversity token?
So that's a great question that I don't know the answer to. If you use an adversity token to up your roll, I'm going to say it doesn't count as an explosion. I think that's like a very special thing that only
has to be a
comes
nat.
on the nat 20 or a nat whatever.
12.
So
Okay.
you can
All
spend
right.
2
I'll spend 2
to tie it,
to tie it.
and that's going to give you a little bit more space. So what I'm going to say is instead of it having sort of a clean escape from the roll-up door, it kind of catches its shoulder on the corner there and is held up for a second. And you have a slight lead, but it is still gaining on you now that you're out in, and I'm going to say you're now out in the yard. Okay. You're halfway to the truck as it gets out the door. So you have 10 yards to go to get past the trip line, and it is at the doorway, 20 yards to go to the trip line.
Okay. So I'm doing my 40-yard sprint, and I'm like, here he comes! And then I get past the hose, and
Like the bomb.
the bomb still hasn't been lit.
Okay. Well, we're kind of building this out. We can have some space in between.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. So, right. So what happens when I pass the hose?
Right. So you're running. I need. What kind of roll would this be? Kind of a group roll here. Bombers, dude.
Brains roll, probably.
Probably not. This is going to be a brawn roll. I need a brawn roll from the three of you holding the rope.
Wow.
Solid.
Bro, I got 4.
Who needs a nat 20? So it's just us 3.
Well, what about
Juniper's there. She's going to roll 2.
Uni?
Juniper.
I rolled a 4 out of a D4.
Wait, am I holding the rope or am I hiding, waiting to
man.
bash?
That explodes, I think.
Yeah, roll the 4 out of a D4.
Okay, keep going.
Oh my goodness. I rolled a 4
Another
out of
4.
a 12. I hate my life.
Another 4. That's
That's
right.
8.
Randy's picking up the slack.
You fucking another
That's it,
4
Randy.
as it slipped out of my
Okay.
hand. That's 12.
Okay.
That's a 2.
All right. 14.
That's 14.
On a D4.
I missed if I'm rolling or not.
So,
Yeah, you're there.
Lori, I'll let you decide if you want to be holding the rope or if you want to be somewhere else to ambush.
Okay, I thought I was standing by and ambushing.
Let's say that.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
I would love to see Lori just like jumping off the top ropes with a shield in her hand.
Okay.
Chops off the
So with Juniper's roll and with Randy's roll, that kind of we're doing like a group check. So, Lark, your flub gets washed.
I'm in between them, so I'm lucky.
Yeah. So, perfectly timed. You pull that hose taut. The werewolf comes running, gets tripped, falls. Now we got to do a roll for the grenade here. Craig, where are you going? Are you just hiding behind the truck, or are you still running?
No, there was pallets, and I was putting my baseball bat there, so I was gonna go.
Okay.
We had staged
Okay.
cover for me, like another 10 yards past that I could
Okay.
curl behind.
Okay. And you got your bat back there, and you're kind of taking cover for the explosion, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm diving
Okay.
onto the bat
like
and waiting to hear the
like it.
explosion.
Okay.
I like it.
Theo, we're gonna need another brains roll.
Solid. I'm
This
good
is
at
gonna be sort of high because the difficulty here is all timing, right? So you got a D20 there. I have to make it more than 10 because otherwise you can just take half and succeed. That's no fun.
Make it 11.
I'm gonna make it 12. How's that? 12.
I was scared of this number. I got 14.
Okay, 14. You beat it by 2. The character succeeds, but not impressively. Any benefits the character gains above and beyond the success should be quite limited, if present at all. All right. So you are in sort of the cab of the truck. You're watching this unfold. You got your lighter ready. You got your explosive ready. Go ahead and narrate that scene for me.
Lighter ready. As soon as I see Craig hurdle over that, and everyone makes it taut, I'm fire in the hole, light it, throw it.
Okay.
And I immediately duck down under the steering wheel. If I
Yeah,
can,
yeah,
because
you-
I don't know
you-
how big this is.
Perfect. You chuck it, you fall down, it lands right into the middle of that space, right where that werewolf is. Sizzles, blows up right next to the werewolf. The werewolf kind of gets flipped up and pushed against those barrels that the 3 of you or the 2 of you are hiding behind with Juniper. Boom. Lori, what are you doing?
Okay, so we had a successful explosion.
Yes.
What I was thinking was using my bike lock, like we said, was like a chain with like a lock.
Mhm.
I'm feeling pretty bold. I don't know how this is gonna go because my highest is brain checks too, but I really want to run in there and somehow like muzzle it,
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
like wrap it around its jaws.
All right. Give.
Like Steve Irwin style. You like get
Yeah,
behind it and
crikey.
like
Yeah, so we can beat it up and not get
Yeah. If you
chomped on.
if you do this and say crikey in character, auto success. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let's see. So what would that be? I'm gonna say it's brawn. I'm not gonna make you do a brain roll for like the logistics of how to do it. You have that down. You were thinking about it while Craig was in there. You know, you kind of went through the mental math. You got it. But it's the brawn of like getting it around, kind of lifting up its head and doing all that. So let's do a brawn roll. It's gonna be we're gonna go with a 4.
My brawn is a D4.
Okay, so we gotta explode.
Okay.
Or
I don't know. I want to do it.
yeah, do it. Or I was gonna say we have adversity tokens as well.
Oh, true. Yes. Okay.
what?
What?
And I should say,
Okay.
I mean, do we know
Lark, you
what
have
the state of the werewolf is?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get there. Hold on.
Lark, you gained an adversity token for your failed brawn check.
Nice.
I have rolled a 2.
All right.
I have 3 adversity
Okay,
tokens.
you can spend 2 of them and get you up to
Okay.
that success. All right.
So angry.
Who's angry?
You.
Did I
You
sound
can
angry?
spend 2 of them.
All right, I'm getting hyped. I'm in the moment. So you're going to spend 2 adversity tokens to get that. You're able to like kind of loop it around its muzzle and then swing it around like the back of its neck to kind of lock it in place. Click that lock on very quickly, kind of having it there. And as you're on it, the loop, swoop, and pull method, yes. As you're on this werewolf kind of wrangling it, you see all the silver that has penetrated its skin is sort of like sizzling in, but you can still feel it kind of huffing and breathing, not moving.
Huffing.
Huffing all of it.
Yeah. Paint.
Huffies, bikes, full circle. We got it. We did it, folks. Anyway, I had to reset. You're there, and you could feel the breathing happening, but you have locked in its jaws. Craig, what are you doing after you dove behind the pallet and sort of the explosion goes off without you seeing it? Lori hopping on top and muzzling this thing happens without you seeing it. Finally, you peek your head up above the pallet. What are you gonna do?
As soon as I hear the explosion, I am back up with the bat, coming at the werewolf. I'm gonna see it on the ground.
Okay.
I'm gonna see Lori, right? Wrapping it up.
Yep.
Screaming in terror, but still.
And I'm gonna be like, "Oh yeah!" I'm gonna be like, "Take that, Cujo!" And I'm gonna start wailing on it with my bat. Cujo, right?
That's a dog
Yeah,
movie.
that
That was
That's
early
dog.
'80s.
Yeah.
That's timely,
You
right?
could have said Airbud, but
That was
No,
90s.
that's like
Yeah, that was way
that was
later.
Yeah, 90s,
Homeward
2000s.
Bound.
Cujo,
Same. 90s.
1983.
All right. What was an 80s
Nice.
dog movie?
All dogs go to
Milo
heaven.
Goes West.
That's a mouse.
That's a cat.
You're mixing Milo Notice with Bible.
Milo
Oh,
Notice
it's
is
just
such a great movie.
I can only think of where the red fern grows when it was made into a movie.
An American Tail.
It makes me
Yeah.
cry.
Oh, what about Lassie?
Lassie. There you go. There you go.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Cujo. Good.
Yeah,
I mean,
Cujo
was-
works.
yeah,
We're
that-
We're not improving on
Cujo.
Cujo.
we're
are we?
not improving.
Cujo.
Cujo. 5 full goes.
Haji.
All right.
Wailing.
As you're doing that,
Wailing.
Juniper starts like looping up the hose, and starts like tying up, hog tying, and essentially getting its limbs tied together. You are being splattered in blood, and Lori, as you're on top, like screaming your head off, you're being splattered in blood. Blood's hitting the barrels. This thing is pretty incapacitated, lying still at this point. Craig, are you continuing, or are you you done?
Just beat the shit out of him.
We don't need to.
For a little while.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need
Like-
to go full on descriptive here, but you know.
Yeah, like beyond where I need to.
Okay.
But eventually, yeah.
And sort of the dust in the air, proverbially speaking, starts to settle. And you're all kind of standing over this thing, like realizing what you've done, both like the great accomplishment, but also sort of like, oh crap, we killed something. So some of you might have a hard time processing that information. I'll leave that up to you. But
Wait, is he dead?
it's, as far as you can tell, yeah, it's like down on the ground with a baseball bat and being tied up. It's definitely not moving anywhere. With all the silver sort of penetrating through its body, into its body, you can see like the burns around each one of those pieces of shrapnel that have come into its body. It's looking really rough. So I'll give you a moment to kind of play out the end of this scenario, and then we'll.
Yeah, Craig's like, what? Wow! And like going around and be like high five and be like, Lori, that was awesome with the chain. And I'll be like, and Randy, freaking, you should be on the football team with that. Pulling on the cord. That was amazing. I'm like trying to high five Randy.
Yeah. You're
he
reliving.
doesn't.
You're reliving a
high five.
touchdown. Yeah.
He doesn't.
I my head out the car, just like,
Yeah.
is it dead? Can we
Peek out
do
your
it? Is
head.
everyone okay?
I mean, should we tie it up just in case?
Yes. I'm gonna come out.
Yeah.
Junie?
Yes.
Like,
Ju-
Lark's just gonna look at Junie.
Yeah, she's sort of like tying up both of its its paws, kind of getting it hog-tied. I already have that taken care of. That was exhilarating.
Good job,
Kind of
Uni.
exciting. Yeah.
That was
I
awesome.
can't say that I did much, but Craig, you outran a werewolf.
Yeah,
I mean, we tripped
ran
it.
a 4-6. I think it was 4-7 before. Now it's 4-6.
Yeah, it just gets lower through each retelling. Well, now what?
Well, let's get it back to the house, I suppose.
Okay,
Yeah, we drag it over to the house.
One's better than none.
One is better than none.
That's always true. So she like kind of scoops it
What?
up. You know how you like carry a dog, right? With its
It's just so strong. I thought she was just gonna drag it
Oh.
back.
nah, she's
No,
gonna
dude.
scoop it up.
She's
got-
like
she-
Hercules.
Why are we here?
You can tell there are like chosen moments where she becomes this thing, right? It's not like a set tone that she has. In moments, she sort of, you can see the rippling of the muscles and the increasing of her stature kind of enlarge as she scoops this up.
Creepy. Sorry. It's like she's a 7-year-old and it's like, wow, muscle. Just like, oh, I mean, Lark loves it. I'm creeped out.
I guess we're gonna go through the cornfields. I don't know that I can carry this around all the way.
What if we
Drag it?
tie it to all of our bikes and we just slowly pull?
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
You want to drag it through the field, or you want to
I'm.
just
What do you have in mind?
question? Like, what if somebody sees it from? I mean, it was a loud explosion. I'm afraid we might have
The
caught
charcoal,
attention. Real
Let's
quick,
go through the field.
Gentendo, hi. welcome, first time chatter.
Hi,
It
Nintendo.
is good to see you again in here.
Well, I mean,
I-
are we seeing Nintendo or
Well,
are we reading her?
Your presence
name?
is felt. So, take that as you will. Anyway, I'm happy you're here.
We are all happy Nintendo is here.
Yes.
We are. We are.
All right. So, either way, I'm just worried about taking the road might be dangerous. Other people seeing us dragging a gigantic beast.
Theo finds a tarp and just like drapes it over him.
It could be any dead body.
Well, is that okay? It seems like people might have an issue.
Could say it's a deer.
Could we
Why don't we
not-
just let's just go through the cornfield?
Yeah, let's just go through the cornfield, please.
All right.
Can we not just set fire to it? Or is that too involved?
What?
Fire?
No, it has to. We have to get it back in the house.
Oh, okay.
It has to be.
Is the house magical?
Do you believe in magic?
She scoops this
I
and
don't think that
starts
sounds out
walking.
yet.
Yeah. She's heading past the truck into the cornfield. She's leading the way.
She's dragging it for us.
Yeah, she's
She's
got
just
it.
taking
She's
it?
carrying it. She just wouldn't be
She
able
would
to.
think-
She doesn't think she'd be able to carry it the longer distance going around the field.
Oh, gotcha.
Lark is going to be
Convenient.
behind Junie because she's figuring it's smart to
Yeah.
stay near the like. Just like stay near her.
All right.
Write this in my journal.
Everybody else following?
Yeah.
All right.
Explosive badge. Hunting
Check.
badge.
10 minutes through the cornfield, you're back at the cul-de-sac of Poplar Court. She goes directly up the steps into the house and just drops us in the middle of the living room floor. Well, that's one. Unfortunately, our time is not
Now that it's here,
done.
like we don't got to do anything. Now that's in the house.
Yeah, that is not moving.
For sure. Huh.
I don't think it's going to go
Kick
anywhere.
it to make sure.
Yeah, it's pretty lifeless at this point.
Lark's gonna kick it for good measure.
We're just all kicking it against that.
Oh, she's gonna kick it.
Yeah, it is not moving. No more,
Now, this
no
is gonna
more
be a very
heaving of the chest.
Oh, it's dead.
Dead.
Is any of the silverware
Shitty.
salvageable?
Say that one more time.
Is any of the silverware like
Oh,
salvageable because we
silverware.
stole that shit?
It is all. There are some pieces sticking out of it, but they're all sort of mangled and kind of deformed now. But you could pull them out if you want.
Mom's not gonna like that. Nope, never mind. I'm gonna walk off.
All right, so we have one more, right?
Yes, one more that needs to be brought back here, and that's the aquatic. The aquatic one.
What do you know about
Fish?
them?
Sorry, Lark's not smart. Fish.
No, Lark is too. What do I know about this creature? Let me get my notes.
I'm like, do I need to go to the book?
You might. We'll see what she can give you.
To the book.
Well, I know it's probably seeking water somewhere. Its breathing apparatus was destroyed in our scuffle, and I know it needed to find somewhere to breathe. So, do you know of a water feature close by? And Theo, you would know that. We talked about it.
There's
the other
Scupper
night.
Lake.
Yeah, Scupper's Lake.
Are we ever gonna get this lake?
It's
made?
called Fisher Pond.
Yeah, but
Sure.
the locals call it Scupper Lake.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Scupper Lake's much better than Fish's Pond.
Colloquially known as.
Yeah. Canonically.
Yeah.
So we have to
Randy,
kill
why
an
are you shaking your
aquatic
head?
thing. Do you have any pointers from your book, Theo, about how to kill the aquatic things?
I'm not fine.
How about I get it to chase me, and then you guys pull a rope, and it trips, and then we blow it up.
Worked last time.
I'm not super smart, but if it's aquatic, can it chase you?
We can swim after him, and we can throw a net at it. We can catch it like a large fish.
It is
I don't
not
know.
tied to the water. It can come out.
Oh,
I mean, just like
It's
you all
terrifying.
can swim, right?
okay. Oh, so it's anthropomorphic? No, amphibious. There we go. Amphibious.
Knew it had an A in it.
I don't know what. Yeah, what the fuck is
Anthropomorphic is like applying human features to non-human things.
Oh, so Toy Story. Got it.
Yeah.
What?
Or a talking dog. Right?
Of all the things to
Oh.
say.
Well, anyway.
I
We're
can't.
both
You know, the
we're
animal.
both very smart and very stupid
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
I haven't quit yet tonight, so let's do it.
All right, I flip all the way to the Creature of the Black Lagoon paper. I show it to
Okay.
Juniper. Is this is it? Yes.
It looks an awful lot like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And you see this kind of tall, lurking sort of figure with, it's got the gills, it's got webbed hands and feet, sort of like this.
Oh, it's Craig's mom.
This greenish gray, leathery looking skin. Craig's mom.
Craig's mom.
Craig's dad.
Craig's dad.
Poor
Craig.
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 Craig does
Well-
not like it when you make fun of his mom.
But his mom's
fact
never there,
about
so
that. Mom's
Oh, no.
never there.
So,
Is Lark actually saying this?
no.
100%.
Okay.
Lark 100% said, "Oh, like Craig's mom," but didn't say any of the stuff like I'm saying, like she's never there or anything like that. She didn't say any of that. She did say that looks like Craig's mom.
totally.
All right. So Craig's gonna be like, "Don't talk about my mom like that," and he's gonna go over and he's gonna punch Randy
Oh, what the fuck?
because he can't punch a girl.
Randy, do you absorb this blow?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Randy. Lark isn't, but I am.
I don't know.
So- That's so messed
I
up.
mean,
Oh, you're talking
what
shit
are
over
my
there?
what are my options to not do this?
Do you want to try to dodge it?
No, I want to just I want to dodge it.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
All right,
No, I
man.
don't want to dodge it. I like the pain.
You can give me a flight roll versus Craig's fight roll.
Oh, shit.
Flight's okay. Flight's okay.
All
Oh, that's a 10.
So let's do a flight versus fight.
What's a
Do
9?
that every day.
It's a 9. I
Yep.
rolled a 9.
100%.
Craig, your fight.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I rolled the wrong die last time.
Shit. For fight, last time meaning.
I rolled my fight die instead of my flight die.
You cheater.
I inadvertently cheated.
Yeah. It's,
I'm gonna roll.
they do look awfully similar.
All right, I will roll to make up for it for Randy's sake. I will roll flight now instead of fight, which is the D8.
Okay.
Actually, roll an 8 though.
And I rolled a 1.
Nice.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, so that was. Randy, you get the narrative control here.
Randy. I love that I get narrative control because I'm gonna just slowly move, and one of the shitty boards that's kind of hanging up, Craig's gonna catch it with his foot and just face plant.
Nice.
All right.
and then we're all gonna mock him mercifully.
Craig, you fall down.
Mercilessly. That's the word. Mercilessly.
That's so
No,
kind.
no mercy.
But kind mocking.
Yeah. Healthy razzing.
Have a nice trip. See you next fall.
Got him.
Ooh, bitch. I'm back.
So you do faceplant.
I'm not gonna say the mocking. I don't know if we do that.
I'll let you guys figure that out.
I'll let characters do that if they want to. I will go. Craig, are you okay?
Did you find something on the ground, Craig?
With your
I feel like Craig is like this close to crying.
Hold it in.
So he's gonna like have to like really fight to cover it up. And he's gonna be like, no, it's crazy. And like,
I meant to do that.
stop talking about my mom. And he's gonna like run outside.
Oh.
And like start
Pride of
like
the field.
kicking at the like the porch. Like there's like porch posts
Sure,
or whatever.
yep.
Yeah, trying to like kick those down.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go after him.
Okay. So Craig,
I'll
yeah,
do
you kind of
research.
stub your toe a little bit and kind of ram your shoulder into one and just kind of letting off some steam. Lori comes out behind you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, hey, like, I get it. And just like, I don't know, just kind of like stand with them there for a second. Be like, let's save it for the swamp thing.
And he's
Let's
gonna
try
be
to
like,
like,
he's gonna be like, not crying, but
yeah, you
wiping
would
his
never.
eyes. Like, why does she keep saying that about my mom?
To deflect from other mommy issues. It's a
Which
projection.
is completely on fire, by the way. Lark's not saying that. I am saying that. That is fantastic.
What is a projection?
Sorry. It's an insecurity of theirs that has nothing to do with you. So
You're insecure, but don't know what for.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that means.
that's okay. Just it's not personal.
Well, it feels personal.
I bet it does. Once this is all over, we can figure it out then.
Lark's actually gonna look over at Randy and like smirk and just be like, "It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen you do."
You should see me when I'm being a dungeon master.
Yuck.
I
Are
gotta
you
go.
too
Because
flirt?
that's totally in the 80s.
It is. It was perfect, and Lark's not gonna get it at all. She's gonna be just semi creeped out. 'Cause, you know, popular girl. She's just gonna kind of stare at him like,
So, like,
I gotta go.
one half of the group is like bullying each other. One half of the group is flirting with each other, and then there's me just reading this book about the creature of the Black Lagoon. Oh, why am I here?
And then Craig's also gonna turn to Lori and be like, "What is up with Randy? That nerd." First he like totally like housed that rope, and then I don't even know what happened. How did I miss that punch?
I have nothing witty to say.
Okay, guys, can we like gather around?
We still have
Not-
a job to do.
Exactly, like what Juniper said.
This was a great win, but there's still one more creature to grab.
So, what does that book say about the fishman and how we hurt him?
So, while you guys were flirting and fighting each other, I thought of something. So the fish man, we're gonna call him Steve.
Yeah.
has to return to a source of water every few hours to, wet himself, I guess. If we keep him out of the water for a while, he should just pass out. Then we could just drag his dry corpse back. So if we tie him up, watch him dry out like beef jerky, and we can just drag him back.
It would take a long time for it to dehydrate.
Yeah,
I feel.
What is beef jerky?
It's awesome. You ever had a
It's
Slim
when you-
Jim?
No.
I don't think she would. Have you
It's
had
like
bacon
the fruit
before?
roll-up you had, but beef.
Oh. Very
Ew.
chewy. Okay. Yeah,
It's not completely wrong.
I would suggest a body of water that it could wet itself, like Theo said, and find sustenance.
See, there you go. We starve it, keep it out of the water. It passes out from, I don't know, dehydration, and we just drag it back here.
This is a lot harder than throwing a bomb because there's harder for us to all cover like the water and keep it away. There's a lot of water.
So much water.
Very wet.
How
Very wet.
how big around? How big around is Fisherman's Pond?
Fisher Pond is...
Fisher Pond.
I can't remember what I
Skipper's
said
Lake.
last time. If you can remember, tell me, but I'll make it up. I think I said like
Is-
300 yards. So like 3 football
Oh,
fields.
that's big.
Yeah, so pretty...
Dang, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe we could skim it with a net and a couple bikes, but
Ooh, yeah.
That was like
Never
the
mind.
diameter, right? Not the circumference. Or is it circumference?
No,
Circumference is
300
around
if
diameter.
you're standing on one shore, 300 to the other shore. And it's pretty
And-
circular.
So that's
Is
Is
diameter.
there anything this
was like-
fish person doesn't like besides dehydration?
I
Heat.
carry the
It probably should stay cool. Well, I will probably need
Clean
what is
water.
it called?
Cleanish
Clean water. A kind of like murky environment, so also water. But yeah, high temperatures is probably not its best friend. So the hotter it gets, it'll probably run to water more often.
What if Craig, are you still on the porch? With Lori.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still trying to collect myself.
All right. What if we use Craig as bait? It worked last time. We put him in the water, kind of flailing around, getting its attention.
like Jaws.
Jennifer doesn't know Jaws.
1 second, I'm gonna poke my head out. Hey, Craig, how do you feel about being bait again? Cool, thanks. All right.
I don't. We need to know who the best swimmer is. That's who should be bait.
Ooh, not me. I'm not very
Out
good
of
about that.
character, I'm gonna assume it's whoever has the highest flight.
Yeah, I think that would be a flight.
Oh no.
I feel like Lark has been like
I'm a 12, D12.
I have a 10.
on the swim
Lark
team.
has a huge. No, Lark has a huge fight. Her flight's not so good. Fight she throws down.
My flight is 6, plus I'm afraid of high water, so I'm gonna say that is a D1 actually.
Yeah, that's not for you.
Yeah. Lark's flight is D10.
Hello.
I'm a D8
So Lori's the best swimmer.
for real.
How did that happen? Okay.
Well, what if
She's on the swim team.
we go to the lake and kind of see what's there? Maybe a solution presents itself.
Sure, we can.
Yeah, I mean we found the compressor hose just tied up
Yeah, we
outside
can
the
set up
outside the
fly.
mill. Maybe there'll be a fisherman's net on the shoreline.
Yeah, there's always that
Okay.
little fish shack on Scupper's Lake. Does Scupper's Lake?
Little Girl Scout, lead the way then. Said that to Theo, by the way.
Let's go.
And Theo,
Nice
you know,
little-
it's like a 10-minute-ish bike ride kind of skirting on the outside of town still.
I don't like going there. Okay, let's go, everyone. All the leader.
Okay.
Should we stop and get you some water wings?
I'm not getting in the water. No.
Maybe
I
you
will
should.
be as far away from there as possible. I don't know how to swim.
What's the matter? Are you afraid of water? And by the way, that's payback for the corn shit. That's why she, boom, took that chance.
That is correct. I am afraid of water, and I'm man enough to admit it. Unlike some people. Anyway, let's go. I'm gonna...
I don't know why you want me to be a man.
Anywho. So you all get on your bikes. Juniper follows again on foot,
Yep.
keeping up.
Juniper is creepy. Like, Lark loves Juniper. I'm secretly creeped out by her.
You should be.
Like, just...
Can I get like a piggyback ride from her? Like, I feel like she could. Like, I don't want to ride on people's...
Yeah. You can be her backpack.
Solid.
All right. So you're moving along the streets, moving towards Fisher Pond,
Scupper's Lake.
a.k.a. Scupper's Lake. That's not canon, but anyway. So you move your way, and you kind of you got to take one of these little dirt trails, very worn bike trail, to get to Fisher Pond. And you approach. It's sort of kind of wooded around it. It's got a small shore that you can definitely stand on, but it's got a good collection of trees and forests that surround it. As you approach, it's pretty late now with all of that, so you know you got to sort of move quickly. That sun is setting, the moon is rising, giving you a little bit of light. That full moon is still in effect, so those of you without flashlights, your eyes adjust eventually, and you're able to kind of see a little bit, but headlamps and flashlights would be much better. And you get to the pond, and you see nothing out of the ordinary where you are at.
Theo's facing away from the pond. He's looking like into the tree.
Are we able to take our
not
bike
looking.
lamps with us? Like, if we had a light on our bike, could we take it with us?
Yeah, you could be able to like pop it off
That's cool.
Great.
or turn
So,
it on and
yeah.
let it kind of flood the area.
Hey guys,
Lark's gonna take hers.
I have a question. Werewolves are like people that turn into wolf monsters, right?
Right.
Who did we kill?
Good question.
Not of this
Oh man, I'm not gonna
Not of
answer.
this world.
world. It was an alien, if you remember correctly, right, Junie?
Yeah, but maybe, from what I know, maybe you might be able to reason with this one. I don't.
Right.
It's not as
I thought they...
wild as our previous friend. It's got a.
Oh, reason with the swamp monster.
Yeah,
Sorry, I thought you meant the werewolf that we just killed.
Yeah, our encounters
Right
weren't
side 2020.
weren't like volatile like the werewolf.
Oh, sure.
So it knows
yes,
you.
sure.
Can you lure it out?
Yeah, why don't you go
I-
talk to it?
I can't.
Why are we doing
swim.
your job?
I need you.
Oh,
You can't
also
swim.
Can't
I
swim?
can't swim. I'm
Okay.
too heavy.
Is
Well, that makes sense because when I try to pick you up,
You're
you're
too
like an
heavy.
anvil.
Yeah, she's too dense.
Yeah.
Her molecules just have her sink to the
Yeah,
bottom
I
of the
sink.
rock.
Yeah.
Would you sink a raft?
Can I roll an insight check? What's this? I believe none of what
There
she's
is
saying.
no insight checks in this game. You can give
Oh, there will
me.
Yeah,
be.
Randy, you don't believe anybody though. That's part of your charm.
You can give
That's
me a
not
charm
untrue.
roll if you want.
Oh,
I am charming.
Randy's charming.
It's a
Bullshit.
D6.
That's a bullshit. Let's say it's a
That's
four.
a
It's a four.
that's a one. I rolled
right.
a one.
You get you get an adversity token. Yeah,
Nice.
you can't you can't really pick. She's so like, she looks like a human, but she's so off that it's hard for you to like really read any mannerisms or and attach them to any like real life sort of
Sure.
way of speaking.
I'll go in. Junie can't swim, so Lark immediately says, "I'll do it."
Yeah, I go
What's
too.
the plan? Do we have a plan?
What are we
Yeah,
doing?
you tell me.
It looks like they're all just going out there to swim and have a conversation.
We're
with
gonna
the
try to reason with it. Does it want anything?
fish.
But I thought it was a fish. It wants fish.
Does it want
fish person.
anything? I don't know. It obviously wants to be in the lake.
Does it have a name?
It could not breathe. Its breathing apparatus was broken, and once I saw that, it ran in this direction.
Junie, does it speak
No name.
English, or does it speak a fish language that only you know?
No, it uses this language.
It speaks rock bottom. My thing broke.
'Cause
Hey.
I'll go out there and try to reason with it. Also,
Maybe you can fix its. Do you have its breathing apparatus with you?
It had it with it.
Yes.
I didn't see it. I mean, maybe now that it's in the water, maybe it ditched it somewhere.
I'll go look around for it. As far away from this water as possible.
So who has lights? Because Lark grabbed hers from the bike. So who else here has a flashlight of some sort?
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
I didn't even bring my own bike.
I did,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Okay. So 3 flashlights. Anybody that's going to look around, you're going to give me a brains check.
Haha,
great.
that's what I'm good
With
at.
a DC,
Awesome failure.
let me give you the DC before you roll. I think this is going to be a brain check of 9.
It's not that bad.
Well,
So you're
I
kind
have
of
to.
searching through
yeah.
the weeds. So those of you with 20s, like you can take the half roll.
I'll take the half roll. I'm good. I have.
Okay.
Yeah. So I succeed.
My character's brains is D6, so I have to. Yeah, I have to.
Give me a roll.
bounce
Let's
it.
see. We can
play along.
explode some stuff.
I got an 11.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
I got a
Solid.
rock.
Oh my goodness, I rolled a 1 too.
Look at those adversity tokens you're gaining. Isn't that nice?
I know. It's so nice. I have 4.
All right. Everybody else, though, kind of starts picking out. You see some of like the tall marsh grass that's around this lake. You see that some of it's kind of folded over. And you kind of follow this trail, and you're kind of getting warmer. You're feeling good about it. You do see in the grass, and then there's kind of like, you know how like alligators, they create like a chute that they go up and down, right, to get into the lake.
Sure.
It's kind of one of those. Like
Oh,
it's been used a little bit, but right next to it, you see like this little mouth apparatus. It's kind of like a small boomerang type piece.
Like in the Phantom Menace?
Yeah, exactly
You're
that.
beaten
That's
by it by this much.
I couldn't,
Damn it.
I couldn't think of what I was thinking of in my head, but that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, like a
so
rebreather.
good for you. And you find one. It is this very sort of engineered piece of hardware that looks to be more advanced than anything you've ever seen.
Oh, good. Okay. I'll start fiddling with it, I guess.
Okay.
Is it missing a piece, or is it like dented? I guess I wouldn't know that.
Yeah,
'cause I don't know.
it's got like a dent in it, and it's like kind of metal shell that protects it. And you see on one side of the apparatus, it is sort of dented in and kind of cracked open a little bit. Outside of that, it's kind of hard to tell without some tools to open it up and kind of an understanding of what might be inside.
Well, lucky for you, I have a backpack with tools.
Okay.
I'll roll that adversity thing.
All right.
I have like a little toolbox.
Yeah, you're gonna break that out and.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Give
like
me.
a little, like,
This one's a big one.
okay.
A 14 brain check.
Oof.
A 14 brain check.
Do it.
While he's doing that, what's everyone else doing? So we had Randy and Lori kind of over his shoulder. They were helping that search. What's Craig and Lark doing?
Lark has her light. She's moving directly towards the pond and trying to see like if
Okay.
she can see. Because obviously it's probably pretty dirty. There's not much you can see from the surface, but she's still trying to look.
All right. Give me a brains
Great.
check with a 5.
Why?
I-
Why did you do that to me?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Great. Got a 2.
So that's a fail. Another adversity token. You can use adversity
The
tokens.
adverse-
You can use
I
one to
have
succeed.
5.
Use 3 to succeed, but
No, I have 5 altogether
oh,
now
okay.
because of that bad roll.
Look at that. See, you kind of your light doesn't go out far enough. The moon isn't fully up to be able to see everything. You're kind of having a hard time. It's pretty. The water's pretty still. It's like glass, if you will. So you're not getting anything.
No, she's still gonna keep walking around the edge and
Okay.
looking though.
Craig, are you assisting in that? Are you following along? What are you doing?
He's kind of looking over Theo's shoulder
Okay.
to try to help him out.
Okay.
Um,
I like this. a
curious
lot.
what Theo's role was.
Yeah. Let's move over to that.
Oh shit! My roll was 19.
Holy moly, dude.
Well,
Yes.
That means you got it. Pull it up.
hell yeah.
Look at Theo go.
Oh, hold on. The cops are coming. I gotta go.
Lori, call off your dad.
I'm grounded for sure this time.
You should have been there for the whip. Oh, we would be screwed because I made a bomb. That's a horrible thing to do.
He's gonna arrest me.
Maybe they heard us talking about throwing a bomb and that's why they're coming.
All right. Theo, you are able to find. It's kind of like a finger trap. You know, you gotta push 2 things in to get it to pop up. You know, you put them in, and then if you pull them both together, you can't get your fingers out, right?
Chinese food truck. Yep.
Yeah. So you're
Very
able to.
unsettling.
You're able to. It's not a finger trap in the sense that there's holes for you to put your finger in, but it's like you have to do 2 things at once to kind of get it to pop open. So you find these 2 little recesses with a little catch that you're able to push in, and it pops open the top, and you're able to see now the outer casing. This metal casing has a crack in it, and some of the electrical wirings in there are wet. Dare I say, very wet. And there is a little damage. One of the wires that are connecting 2 of the little circuit boards in there has a nick in it that you can see.
Okay. I'm gonna hand Craig a flashlight. Hey, can you hold this while I fix this? I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing, trying to fix the cracks and dry it out. I guess. Give it a little like.
All right.
Keep on going.
Hold the flashlight.
Thank you.
It's a lot of activity going on.
Seriously.
Her dad came back around.
You know, cops' intuition. So
It's like that little
what?
bomb maker something.
Yeah, what are you doing with the apparatus?
Well, I don't have a soldering iron or whatever thing is, so I'm gonna fix the dents if I can, and I don't know how I'm gonna deal with the broken shit.
I have a calculator in my backpack that we could break apart.
Ooh, here we go. Now we're getting there. It's
I'm a
got,
mathlete.
so one of the wires, it's not disconnected, but it was like slightly severed.
Okay.
So
And yeah, if I could, I would love to jerry-rig her calculator motherboard into
Okay.
this thing.
My Texas Instruments
yeah, oh, my
calculator.
TI-82 is finally coming into use. All right, so you're working on this. Lark, how
Yeah.
far are you going around the lake?
Yeah.
And I assume Juniper's going to go with you. Yes.
That Juniper's
Fell
with
asleep?
me.
Yes,
I
music.
fell asleep.
That's it.
I fell asleep. Gosh, you caught me.
No, how far are you going? And I think Juniper's staying within, 10, 15 feet of you.
I mean, she's not going super far. She's, walking slow, scanning the area. She's not super far from them. She's a good distance, but like, if she like suddenly got dragged under the water, for instance, they'd probably know. The light would just go up in the air.
Okay. Sorry, I'm writing a very funny.
Did you fall asleep?
There. Sorry, I had to post that. Calculator games.
That is what you had to post.
Yeah, I had to. Or somebody else thought of it, you know? Sorry. So you're moving
love it
and
here.
you're looking, and I missed everything you said. I'm just going to be honest. I missed everything you said.
Boobies.
Damn.
You missed everything I said to type boobies.
Yes.
I fucking quit.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Tell me again,
Once
please.
a night.
Only 96 minutes in.
I am humbled.
So obviously Juniper's probably close to her, and I said she's a good distance away, but not super far away, so that if anything, for instance, came out of the water and like tried to pull her in,
Yep.
they'd see the light go up.
Okay.
So
All right. So I'm going to say you're about like a quarter of the lake around. Like you're kind of a good distance. Theo, what are you doing? What's your game plan with the calculator and the breather?
Yeah, if I could connect some pieces from her calculator to the wiring of it, and like just like I don't know, like clip them together. I don't know how the wiring was put together. Like put all of it together like Lego pieces or whatever.
Okay.
Clamp it
That
back
works.
into place.
Okay. All right.
And I don't know how to test this. I'm not gonna put my mouth on this thing, but yeah.
Yeah,
it's done.
totally. Randy, you still there, present?
Yeah, I think I would probably go with Lark and Junie.
Okay, so you figure they got it. You kind of get up and start moving that way. Okay. And then Craig, you're looking over the shoulder. All right, give me another brains roll. This is going to be a 10 now, which you could just take and succeed if you want.
Who you talking to?
You.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'll take it.
All right. So
Yeah, she's-
you're able to like kind of pop open that calculator. It is now rendered unusable. And you're able to find some like pieces, and you're able to construct something. It looks like you've manufactured a new casing or sleeve of that wire to be able to mend the nick in it. You've popped out the you've popped out the dent in the casing. There is still a slight hole in it that might fill up with water. So as you're kind of getting ready to put everything back in, you do need something there to stop water.
Does anyone have a stick of gum?
Would anyone have gum? There's gum on my seat. Gum.
We got a tater tot.
The speed quote.
I don't know if
How
that's
big is
gonna
this
work.
hole?
It's just like a hairline crack. Like as it got pushed in, that metal sort of buckled a little bit and cracked.
I got
It's
my
metal?
tape, and I like pull out a roll of athletic tape.
Oh, it works.
Okay.
Wrap that shit up in
So
tape.
you click that back in place and you kind of wrap it up. You feel like it is going. Now, once you click that back in, some of the there's like some little LED lights on it that kind of start to like kind of flash a little bit, and it's like rebooting essentially. So it
Like
looks-
Knight
it's-
Rider?
Yeah, it's doing
I was
things.
just gonna say, get it.
It's doing things.
Okay, I guess this is Does anyone want to test this?
We all breathe air.
Oh. Well, if you take it underwater, you can't. Well, whatever. We'll wait until we find the thingy. It's kind of fixed. Bombs.
Oh, sorry. I thought that the swamp creature had like gills and it needed it to breathe outside of the water.
That's exactly.
That was
Yeah,
my
I think
That's
that's.
what I
I think
thought,
that's. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right. Never
Yeah,
mind.
so it's not you're not
Uh,
going to put it on and then breathe water. So it's the reverse of Star Wars.
Oh. Lame. Okay.
But as you kind of yell out,
Bomb's done.
Those of you that are kind of circling the lake, you see pop up in the center of it. It almost looks like a seal head, you know, like a little harbor seal popping up and kind of like surveying the area.
You see it? Like, is there any of our lights on it, or we just see it?
You can kind of see the ripples in the water from, you know, the moon there, and the ripples in the water are ever present. And as you kind of scan out there, your lights can't hit it because it's like kind of in the center of the lake, but there's enough ambient light from the moon that you can see that shadow pop up.
Ahoy!
Hello, fellow traveler. Dilly dilly.
Can we beckon to it?
It kind of like turns and looks in your direction. Pops back down.
Theo, you gotta hold up the LED thing.
Oh, sure. I hold it over my head.
Okay.
Like,
So yeah, you have it now like facing that direction.
also, eyes closed as I'm looking toward the lake because I don't want to see it.
Minute goes by.
I'll just aim you at it.
Minute goes by. Closer to Lark and Craig. Not Craig. Lark and Randy. Head pops up again. Looking around, scanning.
We fixed your thing. I don't know if his head is up. I'm just going to say this over and over again until someone tells me he can see me. It's fixed.
Turns and looks your way.
Can he see us? Oh, my eyes are closed.
Its head is staying up. It's slowly kind of... It looks like it's drifting. There's obviously no current here, but it's moving in your direction very slowly. But it's still closest to Randy and Lark and Juniper.
Oh, nice. It's Tokyo drifting in the water. Sweet.
1985 classic. Fast and the Furious.
So, obviously, Lark's gonna, even though the light can't hit it, she's gonna point it in that direction. And Junie's near her and Randy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as it keeps creeping towards Theo, she's gonna follow it with the light pointed at it.
Okay.
Almost like a guide by guide.
Okay. All right. 10 seconds, 15 seconds goes by. It's still drifting that way. You're tracking it. It gets a little closer to the group with the breather.
Does it see us?
Yeah,
my
it
eyes are so closed.
definitely sees you.
Thanks God. We fixed it. Your little rebreather thing.
How do I know you're being honest? It's kind of this broken sort of language coming out. It sounds like English. You can understand it, but it is definitely not like fluent.
I mean, was it flashing before?
Yes.
Is it flashing now?
You will give it back to me.
Yet? Is that a question or a statement?
Sounded kind of like both.
That's fine. I can breathe air, so I don't need this.
All right. Give me a charm check.
Charm check.
Charm check. Charm
I
check.
don't know what a charm check is. I have a 10 in charm. I'm pretty charming. I guess.
This is a 10.
That's my lowest.
It's skeptical.
Oh, shit.
But
Okay.
this is a planned action, so adversity tokens from everybody around you could be thrown in there.
Yeah, I'll
So
throw
I-
mine in there as we're walking that way.
Okay. We'll see
Okay,
what he gets
so-
it if we need him.
Yeah.
I need a 10?
Yes. Anita 10.
Fuck, I got a 3.
Oh shit, that's
Oh.
way bad.
That's way
Yeah.
bad.
So we need
So bad, bro.
7 adversity tokens to bring that up to.
I have one.
So we need 6 adversity tokens.
I use my
I don't think
2.
How many do you start with?
You start with 3, and if you've used some, and
So I have 4 then.
okay, so
So I'll throw all
we
4
need
in.
3 adversity tokens.
I
I'll
used
give you
my
3.
3 for the solid. We're
There
good.
you go. We're up. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo! Teamwork.
Depleting. So, as Theo, you're kind of charming this creature. What are the other people that put in adversity tokens? What are things that you could do to help the situation?
Just talk with it and be like, yeah, no, it's okay. It's cool. We helped out your werewolf friend.
So I think Lark's actually gonna try to stand in front of Junie,
Okay.
and it's so he can't see Junie.
Okay. All right.
Because she knows they've had an interaction. She doesn't know
All right.
how much. She doesn't know if he's afraid of Junie or he's gonna.
I like it.
So she's actually going to like kind of nudge Randy and give him the light and sort of hide Junie
Okay.
as she wants.
All right. Yeah. Maybe
So
step
give
back into the
Randy
shadows a little bit.
Her light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I like that. And with the the addition of we've helped your werewolf friend, and everything else. You promised to give it to me. And then what?
Will you promise not to wreak havoc on our small town?
I just want to make it back home.
That sounds fair.
Well, lucky for you, we have a first-class flight. I don't know if you fly where you are, but anyway.
Mostly swimming.
A first-class boat.
All right. And by this point, it's like getting closer to the shore where Theo and the rest are at, and it's now
Still
like
can't see it.
it's getting yeah, my eyes are still closed. It's getting shallower where it's at, so more of its torso is hanging above the water, and you see that leathered greenish gray skin, and it's got like some webbing underneath its arms, and it starts to kind of climb up, and it's pretty tall and lumbering. It's upwards to 7 feet tall, and it starts to make its way out. And Randy and the rest are kind of like circling back around. Go ahead, Lark. What were you gonna say?
So she's gonna look at Randy and be like, if he takes the mask and go back in the water, we're screwed. How do we do this? They can't just hand him the mask.
Well, Junie, what do you think? What? I mean, we can't tackle this thing or anything.
I think it can be reasoned with.
Yeah, I mean,
You're doing a favor for it. It says it wants to get back home. The house is the way home. Get it to the house.
oh, good idea.
Wait, are we pulling a fast one on the swamp creature?
No, I think we're honestly helping it.
Oh, okay.
Will,
Sorry,
will
didn't mean
that
to
really
interrupt.
get it home?
Yeah. Just tell it we can get it home. But I'm gonna stay. I'm staying in the shadows.
Mr. Creature, what is your name?
Steve.
Mr. Creech.
Steve. Scuba Steve is. So this is not your home, right?
No.
I think we can get you back home
How?
through the house you came in at.
That is
House on the hill.
that is a ship, a portal.
Yes.
Sure.
It's all of those.
By this point, it's now fully out of the water. Go ahead, Laura.
And
No, just out of character. If we take it to the house without covering up the fact that we murdered that werewolf, it's gonna red flag.
Yeah.
We said we helped.
Somebody, go ahead.
that's a Junie problem.
Oh,
Out of character, we need to bring it in the back door.
Whoa.
Oh God.
So first of all, Bob, how did I know you were going to do that?
We've
I
played long
actually
enough together.
didn't. I know we have.
all right.
I actually meant nothing seedy about that.
Yeah.
I meant legit.
It's just we weren't talking
Grow
buttholes,
up.
okay?
I mean, listen. Some people like gross water people.
I don't. That's
Like the movie Shape of Water.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So
okay.
it is now on like in the water only to its ankles, right? It is now on the sort of on the shore in a way.
I mean,
What?
it's cool, Steve. We can get you home. Just
I
My eyes are still closed.
putting my trust in you.
I mean,
It holds
clearly you could hurt us all, right? If
I'm going to need apparatus, and it's got its like webbed hand out.
yeah, Theo, we need give him the breathing thing.
Sure, my eyes are closed, so I'm just gonna like hold it out and hope he takes it. And doesn't
It
eat
brings
my
its
legs.
hand to you,
Solid.
plugs it
I'm
in.
gonna slow. I'm turning around now.
It plugs it into its mouth, and those lights begin to light up and chime a little bit until it finally settles on a green. The lights are flashing green, or not flashing green. It's a solid green now, and you can start to see those gills start to like function a little bit. Seems to be working.
Steve, you are really tall.
Yes. I'm actually short
mean-
for my kind.
Much taller than Craig.
Oh my goodness, Randy.
But his shoulders are wide.
Well, it's the football pads. He's much smaller underneath him.
Oh, this is a
Watch it, Randy.
this is a suit of armor.
Yes.
What if still kind of cover Junie? Because she really doesn't know the extent of their relationship. So as much as she can, give Junie
I
cover.
don't know
Because
you.
for all we know, he could see her and start beating people's face. Like, we don't
Yeah.
know.
So let's head to the house. We'll get you there and get you back home.
I love this plan.
Me too.
It has been years.
Years. How'd you get here?
I don't know how I got here. I know how I left my home.
A spaceship?
That is a conversation for another time.
It's 11:30.
We should move. So you
Let's go.
You kind of make your way downtown,
Swimming fast.
swimming fast, faces past.
Yep.
No, but you stick to the outskirts again, and you got to kind of take a little different route because you can't be on the sidewalk with a 7-foot abomination moving down the streets. So you're kind of in
Don't
the,
talk about Craig's mom that way.
Craig's mom. Punch
Oh,
Randy. Randy gets a sock. So you,
Lark.
instead of the sidewalks, you're like in the back of backyards, like Ferris Bueller style,
Ooh.
you know, moving towards the house.
Ow, ow.
It's a great song. You see the house. You approach. Juniper in the back with you, Lark. We need to get him inside. I'll take care of boarding up the doors.
But there's like gonna be blood on the steps or something from.
They weren't really friends, the wolf and him. He's
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna care.
Then stay behind me and don't let him see you. Lead the way, people.
Yeah, and we'll go
Yep.
to the house.
All right. We're all together now at this point,
Yeah.
right? I would
Yeah, we're all
assume?
going in.
right.
Yep.
So as you all enter the living room, kind of stepping over the werewolf body, Lark and Juniper are the last ones in. And you all kind of feel your bodies start to like lock in place. All of you. You try to move but can't. You try to talk but can't. Something's keeping you paralyzed. And all of a sudden, in this living room, more small humans, much the size of Juniper, start to populate.
Oh.
And the door sort of closes up. The windows get any air crack in the windows, the boards of the windows start to close up.
And
So
Juniper,
guys,
there's no air. There's no air.
no, you could still breathe. You can't move.
The
you
house
can't,
is sealed
you
off.
can't talk. It's just sealed off.
Okay.
Juniper grabs your hands, Lark, and there's sort of this saddened smile that kind of comes on her face. I'm sorry for the ruse. And then she turns to like the rest of the group. If you had known the truth, I doubt you would have helped me. You see,
We're the monsters all along.
I'm not a young human girl. Shocking, right? In fact, I'm almost 40 years old and not human at all. My people are called a Throgafel. And you start to see them, and they all start to walk out from different rooms. And we have traveled here from a long way away, a very, very long way away. The creatures that you helped me capture were prisoners, that is true. Each from a different race that exists far outside your solar system. When the Therinian, the one you call the werewolf, escaped his cell, he caused our ship to spin out of control. And your planet was the only habitable planet we could reach. Luckily, our camouflage unit was still intact, and we have been able to disguise ourselves and blend in with our surroundings. We were making repairs to the ship when you broke through our seal, weakening the defensive field and allowing the criminals to escape. As Juniper speaks, the house around you begins to shake and rumble. Rooms seem to fade into bright light to be replaced by a new room, one that looks clean and white. You find yourself surrounded by Throgafels, who are hard at work managing flashing lights and control sticks and look completely alien to you. You did.
Randy was right all along.
You did
We
well.
still can't talk, I'm assuming, right?
What's up?
We still can't talk. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
you're sort of like locked in.
Randy was right all along.
You did well in assisting us, and my superiors have decided that they have a higher purpose for you. I know this might be a great inconvenience, but you're going to have to come with us. You watch through the viewports as the ship begins to rocket up through the clouds and into space, leaving your home and your planet
I'm
behind.
sorry, Lark has a huge smile on her face. Lark is psyched. Her whole existence was getting the hell out of this town. She has never wanted to kiss Randy more in her life. She is just smiling from ear to ear.
And as you get higher and higher and higher, that hold on you starts to lessen. And now you can start to move and breathe. You're confused and overwhelmed at the same time, trying to convince yourself that this is all a dream. But as Earth begins to vanish into the distance, you're faced with the reality that this is happening. Earth is no longer your home. You're about to have a whole new world to explore.
A whole new world.
Wait. Am I gonna miss practice tomorrow?
Are they gonna
I
probe our
know.
butts? Because I don't want this. I don't like that.
Maybe. No, not really.
Okay.
Again, I'm sorry that I had to lie to you, but there was no other way to get them back in and to save your people. They would have destroyed your town, but you have done it.
I don't give a shit about that town. Yes. Send me up, space people, with your little green and your silly little mobs. Let's do this. I'm a horror. I am down.
What did you say?
Uhura.
Oh,
That's
okay,
not what I
good.
heard you say.
Oh, sorry. Uhura. There's a lot of R's.
Uhura.
Uhura.
What
I
was
can't. I'm sorry.
potato, potato.
It's fine. It's fine.
Whatever.
I understand.
You knew what I meant.
Anyway,
Because if I miss practice tomorrow, I can't play in the game.
she comes over and grabs both of your hands. Craig. And she is now like
Craig.
out of her human visage, and she looks like a Throgafel.
Can we get a picture on screen?
yeah, it's sort of like bluish skin. Let's see, I have one here.
Like
I'll show you
Nebula
after the game. But
Guardians of the
bluish
Galaxy.
skin, kind of long, lanky fingers, still short, yellowed eyes, kind of like bigger upturned nostrils.
Ohora. Yeah, you got it.
What?
It's Uhura. Okay, it's
Don't know why.
but there's R's in it. Listen, whatever. She wants to be the communicating director.
Rizzuto's not a word. Anyway, kind of grabbing your hands, Craig, and looking at you. In her eyes, she looks almost you. It's easier to sympathize with her in this form. Like, she was kind of a human before, but it still looks so off. Where now it's like totally different. But her facial expressions and the way she's like looking at you, there's something heartfelt there. She's like, Craig, we have a whole new set of sports that you can play. With your skills and your speed, you will be very great. But no, you will be missing practice.
Oh no.
Can we not like beam down back to whatever'sville, Indiana?
Not yet.
We're being kidnapped.
You may be needed. Space Olympics.
Can we end it on that?
Yep. We're going to end it on that. You saved the day. You captured the creatures. Juniper owes you a great deal of gratitude. You are now in a spaceship heading out to space. This leads up to Teens in Space coming in 2019. There is a Teens in Space version of this game. There's also a kids.
Oh shit!
There's also a Kids with Brooms, which is very Harry Potter-esque. But that is neither here nor there. That is going to be the end of our one-shot community one-shot series for the month of June. Short shots. Thank you so much, group, playing this and having a great time, or at least giving me a great time. I enjoyed this immensely. So there we are. That's going to be the end. I don't know how to say. I'm so bad with goodbyes, folks. But with that being said, we have next Thursday, you're going to get Gamma World with Church filling this Thursday time spot. And then we got other ones coming after that. So, again, if you want to be privy to all this information, join our Discord. Link is somewhere on the internet. Somewhere. But join the Discord. We got new signups happening very quickly, and then we'll have another new sign up at the beginning of August. Those commands don't work yet. Chance, we're getting there. We'll get there. So, with that being said, I appreciate all of you players and viewers alike. Thank you so much for hanging out on this Thursday night TVJ, coming in clutch there. Thank you so much for the Discord link. Check it out. Join it. Follow the Twitch channel if you haven't. We're up to 60 followers. Thank you all that have followed in the month that we've been active. We totally appreciate it. And we look to keep growing and moving the needle a little bit. Anything else, group, that you want to say?
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thanks.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah. I think
Thanks, Mom says hi.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but TBJ, you're the only other active streamer in this group, yeah? I know, Holiday Jack, sometimes you hop in there.
Yep.
I'm going to get streaming more often.
Okay, all right. And if you haven't followed
You can do it.
TBJ, go follow TBJ on Twitch. Yeah, check them out.
Terror Belly Jean.
It's Terrorbilly Jean on Twitch. So check them out.
Me.
Again, thank you all. I'm bad at goodbyes. We're just going to kind of cut it there with that kind of feeling. We will see you on next stream is on Saturday with Church, and then Wednesday with the Weird West, Thursday with Gamma World. We keep them coming. Yeah, she has the best mods, I tell. All right, everybody. That's good night for me, for you, for all of us. We're going to say goodbye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody say bye.